Honestly, I don't like the nightlife, fool. Since I'm here, I guess I'll enjoy the lights like you. Save sweat. Save sweat. Save sweat.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Spectrum Center in Uptown Charlotte, tonight, the Charlotte Hornets taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Won by the Bucks.
Here we go.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Jay, 44 wins for the Bucks a year ago. 7th best record in the East. In your mind, foundation, is it in place in Milwaukee?
The foundation is on its way, but it always seems like it comes down to injuries and lack of chemistry for the Bucks.
Charlotte with the basketball. Walker. Sizing up the defense. To Nick Batum. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Wide open look, won't go.
I got him.
Brogdon to Bledsoe. Nothing going here on that drive. Off the penetration, almost, but no good.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
To Walker. Down to 5 on the 24.
Watch your back.
Walker. His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Brogdon. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
Old school equals high percentage.
Hornets have the basketball.
Screen right.
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper stays out. Giannis with it up top. They lead it. 4-point game.
Yeah. Throw it in.
Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. Walker into the front court. He'll run the offense. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Bledsoe with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Eric Bledsoe missed his first. That one goes.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Gets it in the left corner. Fires the three. Rebound taken down by the Bucks. Bledsoe with the basketball. Up by 6. Middleton to Adetokunbo. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Batum. Another chance. Deep right corner. To Nick Batum. Shot from the lane won't go. Bledsoe with it up top. 8-0 is the score. To Brogdon. Giannis Antetokounmpo looking good. 4 for 5.
This comes down to great execution both on the offensive and defensive end of the floor. Let's see if they can carry this into the second quarter.
Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Parker.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Ah, the monster stuff.
Pick that chin up. This is a game of runs. They were on one, now you might be on one.
The Bucks at the controls. Adetokunbo, open look, doesn't get the bounce. Takes stock of the floor. Batum to Parker. Here comes the screen. And scores.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Giannis in control of the basketball. 10-4 is the score. To Bledsoe. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Giannis Adetokunbo, couple of free throws on the way. A career 74% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Across the timeline, it's Walker. They trail by 7. From the outside, no good.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
To Middleton. Not done yet. Giannis Antetokounmpo. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Batum. To Kemba Walker. Rebound comes to Bledsoe.
Right.
Adetokunbo. Can't connect. Batum. To Walker. Trying to cash in. No good.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
Middleton to Adetokunbo. Baseline drive, the shot won't fall. To Kemba Walker. Off the mark, no good. To Adetokunbo.
Cutter, get a tag.
To Brogdon. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Bledsoe. Can't get the bounce. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Walker. Knocks it down off the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Bucks at the controls. Probing the defense. Bledsoe to Middleton.
Watch that cut.
Greek freak for 2. Jumper's good.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Now a timeout coming here from the Hornets coach as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Parker. The Hornets with 4 to shoot. Shot by Parker, no good. Middleton to Bledsoe. Hornets come up with it.
Take care of the ball, baby. Take care of the ball.
I got ball. I got ball.
Brook Lopez. Tips it. That's out. Last touch by Brook Lopez. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
He's flashing. Bump him.
Big pick right there.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Bucks at the controls. To Adetokunbo.
Screen on your right.
Probing the defense. That's rebounded by the Hornets. To Parker. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
Giannis with it up top. Lead stands at 7. To George Hill. Runner's good there.
Oh yeah. I like that.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Get down.
Parker.
Get down. Half court. Here come.
To Miles Bridges. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
George Hill.
I like this double team right
Adetokunbo can't connect.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Layup's good.
assist? Give it
Those
to
are the
me,
types
baby.
of shots you always strive for.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
To Hill. No good.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
To Parker. Short jumper won't fall.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Giannis Adetokunbo. He's got 2 shots coming. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First try, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw.
Get it, shoot it again.
I got ball.
To Miles Bridges.
I got him. I got ball.
Flushes it home. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
I got ball.
Adetokunbo to DiVincenzo. And hits off a killer step back.
When I get up here, right back to you.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Hey, match up. Here we go. I got ball. Stick coming left.
To Miles Bridges. Nothing going here on that drive. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, off the iron. No good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Fires the three. That no good. Off the mark. Beyond the arc for three. Missed it. Deep three at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. And a putback slam. First quarter's complete. The Bucks in control so far. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Into the front court, it's Walker, trailing by 10. To Nick Batum. Lets it fly from long range, so the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs them the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
Ed, that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Walker to Batum. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Hill into the front court. Minute gone by in this second quarter. DiVincenzo goes to the right side to DiVincenzo.
Watch that cutter. I got the cutter. Watch the cutter. Watch the cutter.
From long range. And the rebound taken in by Williams. Walker with the basketball.
I got him.
Right now, down 7. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker to Nick Batum. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. For 3, contested shot. Miles Bridges off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Okay.
Hill across the timeline. Leads 5.
Watch the pick on your right.
George Hill. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
One can make the case he might be glad he didn't get the and one.
Charlotte basketball. Screen coming. Walker to Batum.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Pau Gasol pins it. Pau Gasol with the block. Changes coming from both sides right now. Hill to Brogdon. Great feed. Knocks it down from mid-range.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Walker into the front court. His team down 9. Miles Bridges. Deep right corner. Walker.
Pick.
The screen sets him up for 2.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
I got ball.
Hill into the front court. His team up by 7. Here comes the screen. Five on the shot clock. A fundamental shot right there.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
I got ball.
Walker.
Right.
Nah, I don't need no screen.
Watch cut.
Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. 4-3. Not that time. He misses. To Brogdon. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. Down 11. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Kemba Walker up against the Spaniard. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't defend it any better. Kemba Walker misses.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Hornets at the controls of this one. Walker to Miles Bridges. Curling inside. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Hill across the timeline. It's an 11-point game. To Brogdon. George Hill. 5 on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Brogdon can't connect.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Marvin Williams at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw is good to finish off the 3-point play. And the margin down to 8. Giannis in control of the basketball. He'll run the offense. Middleton to Adetokunbo. Bledsoe to Middleton.
Watch that cutter.
Hey, watch that back door.
Fires the 3. That's a heady play for Chris Middleton. Hand in his face, he still buries the 3.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Now the Hornets take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Here we go. I got him.
Parker to Miles Bridges.
Oh, cooking.
Nice pass to get things going.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Lock up.
Bledsoe with the basketball. The lead stands at 9. Adetokunbo to Lopez.
Got help. Hey, good contest.
Can't connect from in close.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Eric Bledsoe trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play, the lead grows to 12. Parker with it. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen.
Screen right, screen right, screen right.
Parker. Nothing going here on that drive. Tony Parker. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Bledsoe slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
To Parker. Bucks have the rebound.
Hey, check up,
Middleton
let's go.
to Bledsoe. Short jumper misses.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Run the screen, you killing me.
Short jumper won't go down. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one, count it. And he makes them both.
That's what I'm talking about.
Bledsoe with it up top. Lead stands at 10. Here comes the screen. And he knocks it down, Jay.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Hornets right now in possession. Parker to Nick Batum. Nothing going here on that drive. Tony Parker. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Brogdon. Nothing going here on that drive. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Parker. Shot from in close, no good.
Here we go. Here we go.
Brogdon to Middleton. To Bledsoe. Gets it in the right corner. Middleton
Got to get through the screen.
to Brogdon. Here's a chance from long range. Working hard on the glass. Brook Lopez. He's 2 for 2 now.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Add 2 points to the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Bucks basketball. Got it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Parker into the front court. Down 12.
Here coming left, 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 left.
To Batum. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. The Bucks at the controls.
Stop the ball.
Spinning shot won't fall.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Parker with it. Down a dozen. Lamb matched up with Pau Gasol. Here comes the screen. Middleton to Adetokunbo. Rebound pulled in by Charlotte. Knocked loose. Bucks have it.
Man, take care of the ball. Take care of the ball. My ball, my ball.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The Bucks in command of this one.
Thanks, Ed.
The Bucks are feeling comfortable at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Hornets would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. These are the guys getting buckets for the Charlotte Hornets.
Game track. Second chance points.
The Milwaukee Bucks are benefiting from the fundamentals. The way they've been boxing out and using positioning has allowed them to keep possessions alive. Even better is letting them turn missed shots into made shots.
Player of the half.
Antetokounmpo did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who cold.
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
I got ball. I got ball. That's me. So I got him. I got him. I got him. Hey, watch this screen left.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Adetokunbo to Lopez. Nothing going here on that drive. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
This team is collectively feeding off their negative energy so far in the second half. Everybody is mad. Everybody is frustrated. Nobody's decided to take the torch and say, hey, look, follow my lead.
Nick Batum at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Free throw good, a three-point play, and they're back within single digits, down by 9. Giannis with it up top. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Middleton to Lopez. And it's Williams there for the rebound. Off the assist.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Adetokunbo to Middleton. Shot from the lane won't go.
When I hear these excuses after games, when coaches are at podium saying, it's hard for us to find our energy back, we couldn't find our aggression back, I wonder whose fault that is, Coach.
Down low to Williams. Giannis Adetokunbo able to recover with the block. Bucks at the controls. Brogdon to Adetokunbo. And the reward, he's going to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Giannis Adetokunbo at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First one goes down. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second.
You gotta get up on that. Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up.
Down low to Williams. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Middleton.
Come on, y'all get back. Y'all get back.
Whoa, Chris Middleton. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
To Nick Batum. Screen coming. Has a chance. That's no good.
You got it. You got it.
My ball.
Middleton to Adetokunbo.
Pick it up.
That's you.
Middleton. And the rebound taken down by Williams. Charlotte with the basketball. surveys the floor. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not going down here. Bledsoe with the basketball. His team leads it by 10. To Adetokunbo. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Batum. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Bucks at the controls. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. Bledsoe to Brogdon. And count the basket.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Nick Batum. Here comes the screen.
Shut up.
Cleans it up. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Cody Zeller, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. Knocks down the first.
Hey, buckets.
Number 15, Kemba Walker. Stepping in.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Keep working him out, boy. He can't guard you.
Giannis in control of the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Bledsoe. Brogdon. Fires the 3. Tough shot. The former second-rounder Brogdon continues to amaze.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Here comes the screen. Kemba Walker, guarded by Gasol. Give it to him. Kemba Walker, not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
Ed, here's a next-level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Adetokunbo to Gasol. Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Has a look. Deep 2 there, won't go. Into the front court, it's Walker. His guy's down 11. To Batum. Can't connect. It's Middleton with the rebound. Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Beyond the arc for 3. No good. Walker with the basketball. Trailing by 11. And he hits.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
The drive, right to the basket. A big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Walker. Able to convert inside.
Get a hand up on that. Get a hand up on
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Bledsoe with it up top. The lead stands at 9.
that. Watch out. Screen coming. Screen coming. Watch out. Watch out.
From the painted area, won't go down. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
To Kemba Walker. Bucks basketball.
I got ball.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Giannis Antetokounmpo trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Free throw, good for Giannis. It's a three-point play as the Bucks add to their lead. Walker into the front court. Trailing by 14.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. The Bucks at the controls. Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. Time to shuffle things up. After the tie-up, let's see who can retain it. Brogdon. To Antetokounmpo. Middleton buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Walker. To Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Driving right to the basket. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Bread and butter, and there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Here comes the screen. Walker to Miles Bridges. To Walker. Lets it fly from long range. Can't defend it any better. Kemba Walker misses.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. Down a bundle. Miles Bridges to Kemba Walker. Giannis Antetokounmpo snatching it out of the air. Milwaukee with the basketball. Over to the right side. Middleton to Antetokounmpo. Middleton. Rebound snared by Kid Gilchrist. Into the front court, it's Walker. His guys down big. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Okay.
Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Parker. With a drop step. Shot won't go. Bucks at the controls. Brogdon and a pass taken away by Charlotte.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Adetokunbo, great dish to set it up. Bledsoe slams it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
To Miles Bridges. Parker.
Screen right, screen right, screen right.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
And he connects on the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Bledsoe with it up top. His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out.
Got him, got him.
Adetokunbo, ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. All lined up and ready for the jump. With a drop step. Not that time. Follows his own shot with that one. Nice follow-up.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you, me and you.
Coming left, 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 left.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
And scores on the step back. Long heave from three-quarters court. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Bucks in control so far. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
Brook Lopez. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Adetokunbo to DiVincenzo.
Watch the cutter coming through. I got him. I got him. Trap.
Adetokunbo, the drive, right to the basket. A pass stolen by the Hornets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Another follow, stays out to Adetokunbo. Nothing going here on that drive. Hill. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Miles Bridges. Wide open look won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
George Hill to Lopez. Brooke Lopez. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
I told you the screen was coming.
Batum to Walker. Here comes the screen. And finishes strong. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
To George Hill. Nice pass to set things up.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
I got ball. I'm here.
To Nick Batum. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Hill to Adetokunbo. From long range. Can't connect.
Hey, match up.
Walker to Batum. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. Hill into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To DiVincenzo. Adetokunbo. Hill. George Hill. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Walker. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. Hill across the timeline. He'll run the offense. And count the basket inside.
Get it, shoot it again.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Walker. To Nick Batum. Trying to cash in. Off the mark.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Not that time. Walker with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Batum to Kemba Walker.
Right.
Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Batum, it's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
Nikola Batum with a chance at a 4-point play. Hasn't missed yet. And he misses that one free throw.
Here we go. Here we go.
Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Finish that.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
To Walker. The Hornets with 4 to shoot.
Close out, close out. I got it.
And the rebound corralled by Lopez.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Rebound taken by Milwaukee. Bucks at the controls to Adetokunbo. Sizing up the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Giannis Adetokunbo. The screen sets him up for 2.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
I got this clown. Let's go. Watch cutter, watch cutter, watch cutter.
Walker. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Shot clock violation. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
I got your help here.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe.
You're locked up, boy.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Hornets have the basketball. Walker. Takes stock of the floor.
Hey, watch this screen left.
5 seconds to shoot. For 3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
To Kemba Walker. Shot clock winding down. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. To Lopez. Middleton. Good look that time, but off the mark. Charlotte basketball. Probing the defense.
Going up.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hey, that's my man right there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Screen coming.
Adetokunbo and a pass taken away by Charlotte.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Walker.
Cutter, I got yours.
In the slam.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Bucks basketball to Adetokunbo.
She coming right. She coming.
Oh, emphatic slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Hornets at the controls of this one. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for two.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Bledsoe. Brogdon. The pass set it all up.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Here comes the screen.
I got your help.
Hey, coming left. Cutter.
Shot clock violation.
Come on, man.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
I got ball.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
But did you see the way he was able to do it, Ed? Did you see him constantly probe the defense by maintaining his dribble? Ultimately, if you keep your eyes on all the other defenders, they will lose track of where the ball is. That's where you slip a quick pass in for an easy dime.
Here comes the screen.
Screen right.
Walker.
Shot.
Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. To Adetokunbo. Passed it off. Bledsoe slams it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
To Walker. Batum. Just off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Down to 5 on the 24. The Bucks claim victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bucks
were merciless in this game.
What really stood out for me is how many times they scored on second effort plays. It takes heart to keep up that kind of execution, and these guys were relentless.